Welcome to the Literary Titan podcast. In every episode, we dive into a book we've just read and share our thoughts, from best-selling authors to rising literary stars. We read it. Now let's talk about it.
Doryto and the Door of Wanderers is a genre-bending, speculative fantasy novel with a strong comic streak. And at its core, it follows Doryto O'Shannassy, a homeless finder in Birmingham who can locate almost anything, as a simple missing person job opens into interdimensional travel, alternate selves, dangerous squatch, and a much larger struggle around the mysterious Door of Wanderers. What struck me first is how much the book trusts Doryto's voice to carry the whole ride. And for me, that gamble mostly pays off. He's funny, scrappy, oddly tender, and so specific that even when the story gets wild, I still felt like I had a real person to hold on to. What I liked most was the writing's looseness and personality. It doesn't feel polished into something cold. It feels authentic. Doryto talks the way a person might actually talk when life keeps getting stranger by the hour, and that gives the book a warm, offbeat energy. There's a real charm in the way the novel moves from lost dogs and storefront rent to Celtic bloodlines, dimension hopping, and metaphysical rules about suffering. That sounds like a lot because it is a lot, but the book often makes that excess part of its appeal. I kept feeling like I was listening to somebody tell me an unbelievable story on a long drive, and somehow the best choice was to let them keep going. I was also interested in the author's choices around identity, pain, and belonging. Beneath the humor and fantasy mechanics, the book keeps circling loneliness, family damage, and the question of what it means to find something, or someone, or even yourself. That idea of Doryto meeting other versions of himself could have been played just as a clever fantasy device, but here it feels more personal than that. It becomes a way of asking who we might have been under different pressures, and what suffering does or does not teach us. The novel can feel crowded with ideas, and there were moments when I wanted a little more clarity in the world building. Still, I respected the ambition. The book isn't trying to be neat. It's trying to be big-hearted, strange, and searching. I would recommend this to readers who like fantasy that is more voice-driven than rule-driven, and to anyone who enjoys weird fiction, multiverse stories, or character-led adventures with humor, heart, and a Southern flavor. It'll probably land best with readers who are happy to follow an unusual narrator into increasingly unusual territory. I think people who like speculative fiction with emotional messiness, eccentric mythology, and a strong first-person presence will find a lot to enjoy here.
Thanks for joining us on the Literary Titan podcast. If today's review sparked your interest, be sure to pick up a copy of the book and experience it for yourself. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a rating, or share it with a fellow book lover. Until next time, keep reading, not just to escape, but to grow.